Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is the Ripper Danny B, and welcome to another episode of CWR Asylum. And we're kicking this thing off tonight with a one-on-one match. Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by the CWR World Heavyweight Champion, Big E, representing the New Day, Xavier Woods. And of course, if you saw the last episode of CWR, you know that Big E's next challenger has been decided. Roman Reigns, with a little help from Dolph Ziggler, of course, beat Brock Lesnar for the #1 contendership. Now, of course, Roman will go one-on-one with Big E at Fatality, but tonight, his brother-in-arms, Dean Ambrose, is here, and he's going to take on another member of the New Day. This is for nothing more than bragging rights to prove that both of these men can go. Dean and Xavier, they gear themselves up for competition, and here we go, and it's Dean Ambrose who goes for the early shot, but Xavier Woods is out of the way, and Dean hangs himself up on the top rope. As you can see, Big E there watching on the outside. Roman Reigns is not here tonight. Dean Ambrose wouldn't have it any other way anyway. He doesn't need Dean Ambrose. He doesn't need Dean Ambrose, that makes perfect sense, of course. Woods into the corner, and Dean Ambrose with a crossbody, and look at those fists raining down the Lunatic fringe, unleashing on Xavier Woods here tonight. Ambrose, as always, frustrations building up in him. He wants to be near the top. He wants to be near the title picture. He wants to prove tonight he can do that, and sending Xavier Woods to the outside is the first stage in doing such a thing. And of course, I mentioned on the last episode of Asylum, Dolph Ziggler got involved in the #1 contendership match. Heavily involved, in fact. Dean Ambrose looking for the kill shot, obviously. Nice elbow to the head. Now, because of that, Dean Ambrose, should I say, Dolph Ziggler, wants to be punished for getting so involved. However, Dolph Ziggler requested a one-on-one match with the Beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar, and he's been given it. Punishment enough, says management. That match will happen at Fatality. There goes Dean Ambrose taking control of this match again after getting distracted by Big E. Nice low drop kick. Xavier scouts it. He moves out of the way. There's the backbreaker there. Where's Ambrose going now? He's going to the outside. Big E sends him right back. Ambrose showing off to Big E. And the world champion sends him back inside the ring. Xavier Woods throws that boot out to block Ambrose's attack. Ambrose has a counter of his own though, stepping out of the way of that missile drop kick. He floats over here and drops Xavier with the DDT. But Big E once again running his mouth, and Ambrose can't help but get distracted. That opens up a chance for Xavier Woods to come back with that snap rolling suplex. Is it a net breaker? Who knows? Now Xavier has Dean in the middle of the ring. We're going to go for a cover. We've got one. Xavier let him up. How cocky can you get to let Dean Ambrose out of a cover? But Xavier did it. He may come to regret it. Ambrose with a clubbing clothesline there. Big E once again getting involved though. Down goes Ambrose, and Xavier is in control once again thanks to the distraction from the world champion on the outside there. Now Dean Ambrose gets back in with a side Russian leg sweep. He climbs up to the middle rope. What's he waiting for? You can see the crowd there. They're waiting for their Kodak moment with their phones in the air. What is Ambrose waiting for? Double axe handle off the middle rope. Ambrose comes down hard on Xavier. He rolls him up. Drops him with a power bomb. Flips over. There's the jackknife. We've got 1, 2. And Xavier, unfortunately, kicks out there. Big E now up on the apron, distracting Dean Ambrose once again. And it's enough for Xavier to once again take control. Atomic drop there from Xavier Woods. Nice old school move. You got to feel like this is frustrating Dean Ambrose now. We've got to cover here. We've got 1, 2. As you can see, there's a steel chair now in the ring thanks to Big E. Big E distracts the referee and Xavier takes advantage with that chair. He just drove it into the midsection of Dean Ambrose. Unbelievable. Ambrose turns it around though, not quite. He looked like he was going to send Xavier Woods into that chair. Never mind though, Woods comes back off the ropes and Dean Ambrose deals with him by giving him a spine buster. And then once again, Big E is up on the apron. The referee has to do something about Big E soon enough. And Xavier Woods is able to take advantage once again. We've got another cover here. We've got 1. Dean Ambrose still kicking out early though. The fight in the Lunatic fringe remains. Over goes Dean onto the outside. Xavier looks to drop him to the floor. Dean has a counter for it though. Nice knee to the face. Not screwing around is Dean Ambrose. He locks the arms. Here we go. Dirty Deeds connects. We've got a cover here. We go. Big E. Once again, Big E providing a distraction. And it looks like the referee might be tempted to send Big E out. I'm not quite sure. Dean Ambrose seems to have snapped though and has just gone after the world champion. Nice drop kick there by Dean Ambrose. The Lunatic French has gone completely bananas and he's just going after the world champion now. Had enough of his mind games, but the numbers catch up to Dean Ambrose. Ambrose has a counter there and he goes back after Big E. Nice clothesline there. Letting the champion know his displeasure at his antics during this match. Got a headbutt from Ambrose. There's a forearm, the Lunatic Fringe. He's feeling this one now. He knows he can beat Xavier Woods. Snap there, takedown there from Dean Ambrose. Follows up with a knee to the back of the neck. And a nice roll up there from Dean Ambrose. He's got the cover. We've got 1, 2. Not enough. Woods kicks out on his own this time, and Ambrose starting to feel the exhaustion going through all of these motions. He's been in control for the majority of the match, but the numbers game has done him in. Ambrose. Xavier goes against the ropes, gets a knee to the stomach. Once again, there's 2. And Ambrose finishes it with a Russian leg sweep. It's almost like he's daring Big E to try something. It really is. Ambrose goes up to the top. Comes down with a... was that a knee or a fist? I couldn't quite tell from this angle. Either way, we've got a couple. We've got 1, 2. Not quite. Xavier still kicks out again. And at this point, you've got to give a little bit of credit to Xavier Woods. He's fought back, you know. Dean Ambrose has been in control in most of this match, despite the somewhat unsavory tactics. Xavier has managed to stave off a pinfall, but here comes Big E once again, completely distracting Dean Ambrose. Xavier takes advantage one more time. Here comes those right hands from Woods, showing off just a little bit, and a third one levels Dean Ambrose out. We've got a couple, got 1, 2. 3. The numbers game just too much for Dean Ambrose. Just too much. And that sucks for Ambrose. But that's the way it is. Here is your winner, Xavier Woods. And I can't help but feel like if Ambrose hadn't been so overzealous and if he hadn't have gone after Big E would have been ejected and Ambrose could have won this one. But never mind. Cut to our poster for Fatality, Saturday, March 12th. But now, we move on to our main event. This following contest is a tag team matchup. Introducing first, making their championship wrestling revolution debut, Connor and Victor, the Ascension. The Ascension gear up, we wait their opponents here tonight. And their opponents from San Francisco, California, Jimmy and the Revolution Champion Jay, the Usos. First time we've seen Jimmy, of course Jay we saw for the very first time in the Revolution Battle Royal, where he captured the belt that sits around his waist this evening. Tonight they compete as a tag team, as brothers, as always. Of course, standard CWR rules here. No disqualification, tornado tag team matchup. That's how we do tag teams here in the Revolution. Now, of course, Jey Uso, if you remember from the night he won the Revolution title, he will go one-on-one with the runner-up of that match. That being Beast Mode Straymacia at Fatality. But for now, this is a chance for both of these teams to establish a bit of dominance in the tag team ranks. We do not officially have tag team champions at this point. We do not have a tag team division. But of course, there will be one eventually. Now is the time for these teams to start asserting their dominance. I am easily going to lose track of which Uso is which, so I'll do my best. It's Jay with Victor. The Revolution Champion is with Victor on the right hand side there. Connor is taking it to Jimmy. Want to know how I know? I remember which side the face paints go on. Now Connor is going against the ropes, and that's Jey Uso who drops him with the Samoan drop. On the other side, Jimmy Uso has Victor down on the ground. I didn't quite see how that happened, too busy concentrating on the other two. But the Usos are firmly in control of the Ascension right now. We've got a cover here from Uso. Couldn't see which one it was. I need to actually see their faces to tell. Samoan drop there to Victor. It's now actually Jey Uso who takes it to Victor. Dropping on the knee, but Connor has finally taken advantage of the other Uso. I'm losing track as it is. It's ridiculous trying to call an Uso match sometimes. Victor goes down with a backdrop, back suplex. That looked like a corkscrew elbow that just about caught Connor. Wasn't exactly flush, but it counts. It counted 2 there. From Jey Uso, from Jimmy Uso, should I say. As Jay comes off the middle rope with a flying headbutt. Another back suplex there. Jay is rolling up Victor now. Trying to get him to tap out, not quite. We've got a single leg Boston Crab being applied by Jimmy on the other side of the ring to Connor. Victor fights back though. Jumps outside of the ring. What has Victor got in mind? Connor using his sheer strength to take down his opponent there. Jey Uso comes back, wrapping up Connor now instead in a different kind of submission move. Connor does not tap out. We've got a cover here on the other side. Jey Uso is there to break it up, no problem. Now Victor gets Jimmy into the corner as Jey wraps it up Connor once again. Looks like he's determined to get the submission move. Flying uppercut there by Victor. There's a spinning corkscrew, but there's a bit of miscommunication there from Jimmy and Jey. Jey Uso took down his own brother. He did manage to take down Connor in the process. Jimmy just flopping about there. Super kick there from Jey Uso, and he's going up high. Looks like he's going to try and finish this one. Jimmy trying to keep Victor busy in the middle. There's the Uso splash. There's a Samoan drop by Uso. We've got covers going on all over the place here. 2. Victor kicks out, but we move straight into the second cover, and Connor kicks out as well. Woo-wee! The Ascension staying alive in this one, only just. Now it's Jimmy. Oh wait, never mind. Jey has got to roll up on Connor. We've got 2. Not quite. Jey drops Victor into the center of the ring with a back superplex. Rolling senton there by Jimmy right onto the back of Connor. Here's another cover and a rolling senton from Jey for good measure there. But another cover coming here. 1, 2, 3. That one's enough. That took a while. The Ascension proved themselves to be resilient. But here are your winners, Jimmy and the Revolution Champion Jey, the Usos. And the next time we will see either of these guys in action will be at Fatality as Jey Uso defends the Revolution Championship in a one-on-one match. But ladies and gentlemen, that has been Asylum this evening. Thank you for joining us. If you like this video, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe for more CWR, and we shall see you all next time.